Hi, beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Kelly, and in today's video, we're doing another pick a card tarot reading. Today, we're asking Spirit all about who is coming towards you in love. All of my pick a card tarot readings are timeless, so whenever you come upon this video, a message will be ready for you. Before we begin, please give me a big like down below and subscribe to my channel for more pick a card tarot readings just like this one. If you're new to pick a card readings, here's how it works. These are the 4 piles that you can choose from. This is pile number 1 with the red agate and Aquarius sign. This is pile 2 with the yellow jade and Virgo sign. This is pile number 3 with the green Aventurine and Aquarius sign. And this is pile number 4 with the Amethyst and Aquarius sign. I'll give you some time to start meditating on the cards and choose the pile that you feel the most drawn to. Please use your intuition when choosing your pile, and if you feel drawn to more than one pile, please feel free to watch multiple piles. There may be more than one message in this video for you today. After you're done deciding, scroll down to the description box or the pinned comment and click on the timestamp to skip to your reading. Tarot is an intuitive and insightful way to read the current energies surrounding a situation. If you ever hear something you do not like in a reading, please do not give up or get discouraged. Remember that you have 100% free will over your life and you can change the course of direction at any time. My intention with these readings is to help gently guide you to a better path for your mind, heart, and soul. So never get discouraged about what you may hear because it may end up being the activation you need to change course. With that being said, I'll give you some time to start meditating on the cards. You can close your eyes and hover your hands over the screen to see if you feel any sensations on a certain pile. Or you can simply meditate on the cards and choose a pile based off of your gut feeling. Hi, pile 1. If you chose the red agate and the Aquarius sign, this is your reading. Let's go ahead and get right into it. We're going to go ahead and get started with reading the tarot cards. So we have the Queen of Pentacles, we have the 4 of Pentacles, the 6 of Wands, the Knight of Swords, the 10 of Cups, oh my gosh, so beautiful, the Page of Swords. All right, so right off the bat, this is a really lovely reading. This person that you're going to be manifesting is going to be a very confident person. Before we start analyzing the tarot, I'd like to touch on the red agate and the Aquarius sign. So if you were drawn to that crystal and that sign, this person's energy feels really driven. They seem to be very courageous, mentally sharp. I do feel like since I rolled Aquarius for this pile, that this person might be a little bit emotionally guarded at first because Aquarius isn't somebody that shows all their cards all at once. And the red agate stone is really talking about courage, passion, and grounding. So the red agate is a stone of strength and emotional stability. So this person is going to be not only strong, but emotionally stable for you. They are going to be somebody that can face challenges head on with confidence and calm determination. So this is a person that can really add that energy into your life. It also gives a warm energy. So this person can also enhance your motivation, your courage, and your overall life force. So if you ever feel like you have a scattered energy, this person might be somebody that could help really ground that scattered energy as. This person is able to easily stay centered and focused on their goals. So that is something that they could bring into your life and inspire you. This stone also stimulates creativity. So they could be a very creative person and stimulate your creativity. They could stimulate your passion and even connect you with your inner drive. This is a stone that is connected to the root and sacral chakra. So you might notice that when you're around this person, you feel really grounded and creative. You feel everything is going smoothly and right. This person might also have a lot of abundance in their energy, not only on a material level, but that emotional grounding. This stone right here is also connected to Aries and Scorpio, so they might have Aries and Scorpio energy in their chart, or they might portray themselves as a Martian type of person because Aries and Scorpio is ruled by Mars. So they just seem a very action-oriented person as well, and that is something that I'm definitely seeing in the cards here. Another thing I can also see with this red agate is they might just have a really strong Mars placement. They might have a lot of determination. I'm going to move these cards. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with the tarot then. And touching upon the Aquarius before we go into the tarot, Aquarius with this reading is going to add a really fresh, intellectual, and future-oriented twist to your relationship. This person also may approach you as a friend first, because Aquarius is all about the network circles and groups. So you might meet in a network circle or a group first, and they don't go full force into romance. They're going to be somebody that wants to develop a friendship first, get to know your mind first. But it is somebody with this Martian energy that is actually secretly craving deep passion. That might be something that you're looking for as well, but you also want that intellectual part on the relationship. So all in all, with the crystal and the zodiac sign, I'm definitely seeing that you're attracting somebody that balances their mind and their passion. They are a thinker with a fire behind them. And they also can have a calm exterior. So definitely, and I just saw 444 on the clock, so definitely look out for those characteristics when you're meeting people in the coming future, okay? So let's go ahead and get started with the tarot. The Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is a very nurturing character in the tarot. It's a very dependable character, and it's a very earthy character. This could be any of the earth signs, Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, and it could also be Sagittarius and Capricorn, because this tarot card does relate to Sagittarius and Capricorn. So I definitely see them as somebody that is financially secure, responsible, and they value loyalty as well, because the Queen of Pentacles is also very loyal. So I definitely think that you can meet them through work or daily routines. Earlier I did say that you can meet them in a network circle or in a community. So anytime that you're in a group of people, this is where I feel like you're going to be meeting this person for this particular pile. All right, and then moving on to the Four of Pentacles, this person might be a little bit guarded or self-protective. Like I said in the beginning, they might come off as shy at first. This person is definitely somebody that is initially going to guard their heart. They could have been somebody that have been hurt in the past, or this could be your energy that I'm reading, that you're guarded because you've been hurt in the past. Somebody here is going to be a little bit guarded at first, especially because this is coming in the beginning and not the end. So I definitely think that this person has worked really hard for where they are currently in life. So they do have this fear potentially of losing control, either emotionally or even physically. So this person has both of those energies, where they are emotionally in control and they are physically, materially in control of their life. So to add a person into their life, and that's a wild card for them. So they take relationships seriously. They take adding somebody new into their life seriously. In my mind's eye right now, I see a character giving a speech in front of a group of people or a room of people. So this person might be some type of teacher, mentor, or guide. They are somebody that teaches other people in their craft. So that could be anything. But for example, if they're a business owner and they're in a certain type of field, they also teach it. They also mentor other people that want to be in that field. Let's go ahead and move on. The Six of Wands is really showing that this person has a lot of recognition and victory as well. So the person that is coming towards you in love has a lot of victory in their career, in their field. I'm definitely seeing that image again, where they are suited up, they're dressed very nicely, and if you're attracted to women, I can also see like a businesswoman type of person as well, and they are recognized for this. As you can see, there's a lot of people looking at this person dressed in white right here. They are seeming to do something moon work or dancing, but they are all faced towards the one person, and that's definitely what I see with this person coming into your life. This person has a lot of authority in their energy. The Six of Wands is also related to Jupiter in Leo energy, so they're kind of a superstar. This is a success, public recognition, progress, and self-confidence card. This also is talking about they're really well known or really respected in their field. This is somebody that has done what they've been doing in their field for a long time. So they're very confident and admired in that particular field. This is somebody that is going to be able to take care of you, but I'm definitely getting that energy of they want to vet the people out first. So they don't want to make the same mistakes that they might have made in the past. They want to really be able to be sure about who they're going to be bringing into their life, because they know what they're bringing to the table. They're not scared to sit at the table alone, because they are a resilient person. They have had burdens in their life, and they've had a lot of extra responsibilities put on them as well to get to where they are in their field and get that recognition. So again, they just really want to vet the person. So it might be a slow build for sure. The Knight of Swords. Okay, the Knight of Swords is talking about swift communication. It is an ambitious knight, an action-oriented knight, driven to succeed and fast thinking. So even though they're that way, they will take their time getting to know you. But once they have understood who you are, get to know you intellectually, I see that they can move quickly towards you. Meaning not getting right into a relationship within weeks of knowing you. I don't see that for this person at all. But once they get to know you more, there will be a lot of banter between you two. And the way I'm actually interpreting this card is they have swift communication. Okay, so once you hook them in and they get interested in you, they will want to talk to you a lot. So their messages will be quick, their DMs will be quick, they will have witty banter with you. You can expect mental stimulation with the Knight of Swords, okay? And that's how they think. They are somebody that wants to have mental stimulation in their relationship. Although they are business-oriented people, what I'm actually seeing on the cards is they are looking for somebody that is going to soften their life, that they can have fun with. And the way that they think fun is with this Aquarius is a lot of communication. Okay, so maybe this is something that you've missed in the past or something that they've missed in the past, where maybe the people that they've dated or the people that you have dated have not been on your level intellectually and you guys have not been able to have deep conversations. This is definitely a person that, although they want to joke around, have that witty banter, they also want deep intellectual conversations with the person that they're going to spend their life with. So that is definitely what I'm seeing in the cards. And the Ten of Cups is an amazing card to pull in a love reading, of course. The Ten of Cups is talking about divine love, okay? It's talking about blissful relationships, harmony, and alignment. And this card, the tarot card Ten of Cups, is actually related to Mars in Pisces energy, having a lot of compassion, a lot of empathy, a lot of love in the connection. So I definitely see that you're going to get emotional fulfillment in this connection. Underneath all of their composure, all their business minded, really what they want is family. What they want is lasting love, and what they want is harmony. So if that's also something that you're looking for and that you want, this person is going to be joking around with you, messing with you, trying to poke at you to see if this is something that they can see a long term with you. Because to start a family with somebody, to have a lasting love with somebody, there needs to be more than that initial attraction. There needs to be more than just a physical attraction for this person. They really need that mental and emotional to be on equal playing fields. Okay, and then with the Page of Swords coming last, this is telling me that this person is also a very curious person. They're a very observing person. So again, with meeting each other either in a group or a community at first, I definitely see that they might be watching you at first, not in a creepy way. They just want to see how you interact with people. And for some of you actually with Aquarius also connected to the internet, you might also meet in the internet. You might be on the same community in internet spaces. So you might be following the same people and that's how they connect with you at first. I could definitely see that for some of you as well. So they could be watching you online at first or just testing the waters with you with playful conversation via DMs at first. That's definitely what I could see as well. But overall in the tarot cards, what I'm seeing is this person begins as a cautious and grounded watching energy, and slowly as they gain confidence towards you and they get to know you better and better, they will start talking to you a lot, moving really fast with you in terms of communication, not in terms of jumping into a relationship. This person doesn't seem like somebody that would jump into the relationship, but they do seem like somebody that will end up talking to you every single day or multiple times a week at the very least once they get to know you, okay? And the mix of having pentacles here and also a lot of swords, I would say that it really does show me that mind and heart integration. So not only emotions, but the mind as well, the intellect as well. So I see with this Aquarius as well, they really value logic. So when they're thinking about a life partner, they're not most other people where they just essentially go on vibes. They will also use their logic to determine if you're the right person for them. But this person is also learning vulnerability. Okay, so at first you might see this person as somebody that appears to be practical or very reserved, but the moment the trust is built, the moment that first connection and the hook is built, they will pursue you very boldly. They are not going to be afraid to claim what feels right. But first they have to get that feeling of what feels right. And I just got literally the full body chills. They have been looking for a while. For some of these people that I'm channeling right now, I definitely think that they've been looking for a while and they have this dream in their head of this Ten of Cups, but they have just been really, really focused on their business, focused on their craft, focused on their field. And it's going to be obviously different for all of you because this is a general reading, but I definitely see that this is a very accomplished person with a lot of great energy coming your way. All right, let's go ahead and move to the next card. This is the next card I got for you. See this tree-loving feminine right here. Give thanks for the blessing of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. Okay, that is a message for definitely the both of you. I feel like you both have really I just heard lofty goals. You have lofty goals probably in your career and in love. So the reason why this person has been single for a while, I definitely see that this person has been single for a while, is because they're so picky. Yes, I definitely see this as a picky person, as somebody that needs both that emotion and the logic to be able to decide on somebody. So with this, it really is tying into Spirit is just reminding you that you have done your inner work. Because again, the red agate is talking about courage. And this new love is now entering your life because you have grounded your energy, you have grounded yourself, and you have focused on yourself. And that's when two people come together. Both of these people that I'm channeling, whether it's your energy or their energy, both people seem to be very grounded in their own lives before they come together. So if you don't actually feel grounded in your life right now, a practical thing that you can do is just to pick up more things in your life that you actually enjoy. It doesn't have to make money. It doesn't have to do anything that the world or society would deem as productive. But the more joy that you actually add into your life, and I always suggest that, especially for divine feminines. I know some masculines do watch my videos, but let's just be real. Statistics on my YouTube channel. Most of you are women, it's 90-something%. And joy is the number one thing that I recommend for women. There's a lot that actually goes into that, and I could probably have a whole video just talking about joy. But when you add more joy into your life, you will magnetize joy in a lot of different other places. So we must focus on joy and pleasure. So let me give you some practical things because sometimes you don't have ideas. So everyone's going to be different. Some people love to read books. Some people love to make art. Some people love to take walks in nature. Any of those things, everybody's different. So as long as you are actually doing these things on a daily basis, you will be more likely to magnetize this into your life, magnetize any type of love into your life. What makes you feel like you're loving life? You want to do a little bit more of that. Because I definitely see that with this love coming into your life, it's definitely gonna be a transition period for you. You're ready to receive that love. You're not here to chase it. You're trying to attract it into your life. So you have to add love and pleasure into your life. And that's in a way how you were going to attract and receive this. And the 10 of Cups really confirms that you're going to be getting this. Let's go ahead and move on. All right, we're getting house 1. Again, house 1 is related to Aries energy, which is also ruled by Mars, and this is related to Aries and Mars as well. House 1 here says individuality, self-image, and approach to life. That was literally what I was speaking about. You need to have your own life. So if you want this to come into your life faster, actually the way to focus on it is to focus on the first house, which is yourself. I know that sounds confusing or the opposite of what you would think when you are wanting a relationship, but when you're wanting a relationship and you're fighting for it, it's a chasing energy. And what happens when you chase somebody or something? They're gonna run. Okay, so you don't want to be chasing anything. You want to just focus on yourself, and that's how you're going to be magnetizing this into your life. When you focus on your skills, when you focus on yourself, your love, your joy, your pleasure, that's how you magnetize it. So let's go ahead and move on. Conjunction, alliance. The number 51 is important or significant to you. 51 could also mean 51 weeks, so nearly a year. Could be 51 days. But when you guys do come together, it seems like you guys, again, these are birds flocking together, and birds go in packs. So definitely that community message that I was channeling in the beginning, I definitely see that you guys are in the same community or you have the same things that you like to do. So I definitely see that once you guys come together, it's gonna be a powerful alliance. You might even start off as friends or business partners, or you want to just work together in a way. Maybe not for monetary reasons, but just a powerful love alliance even. Okay, let's see. I did pull a lot of different astrology cards. Okay, so Gemini, number 3, Sacred Messenger. So these are 3 different astrology decks. Okay, I really wanted to pull astrology cards for this particular reading. So with this Gemini here, I really feel like it's tying into the Knight of Swords. There's gonna be a constant communication between you guys, a lot of flirtation and mental rapport. I really feel like this person can be very, very funny, very witty. They could even have a strong online presence, or you might have all these qualities. One of you for sure has that. And tying it into Aquarius. Aquarius is the humanitarian. They're very unique. They're quite emotionally attached, actually, until they feel safe. So this could be somebody from, again, your wider network circle or online circle or just some type of community circle, okay? Oh, and also I want to touch back on the conjunction card. If it's not a business alliance or a love alliance, this card can also tell me that you guys are mirroring each other's growth. So your 2 paths might be aligning, and this possibly could be a partner who completes your individuality. The way that you guys interact in the world can actually really complement each other. So astrologically, definitely this is somebody that stimulates your mind first, a friendship or a conversation that really turns into passion once that trust deepens. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the archetype card. Okay, we got bully. I'm going to read both and then I'll explain. So the light attribute says, highlights your tendency to intimidate others, helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. Shadow attribute says, conceals deep fears behind verbal or physical abuse. Okay, so this could mean that they have an aggressive nature. Again, I did talk about Mars many times. Mars is related here. Mars is going to be related here. And so they might have a really dominant energy, and that might be the reason why they got to the top. Okay, I don't think that they're going to bully you, but they seem to have an aggressive energy. They seem to be a go-getter. But on a shadow working type of energy, this might be asking you guys to both confront any fear-based control, okay? So if you ever feel your fears are coming up and you want to control the situation or control each other, that might be what this is about here. Especially if you guys are going to be a solo build, meet in a group, start as friends, there might be fears coming up or doubts coming up. Watch for that. But also with this bully card, it is highlighting the Four of Pentacles for me. So maybe they feel really guarded because they want to hide their old wounds. And they might come off as aggressive to hide those wounds, but they are trying to not shut down. So I would say that hopefully they don't bully themselves into shutting down, because they would be shutting their heart off to not feel vulnerable. But vulnerability is actually courage and not weakness. Okay, so beneath every bully is actually a coward. But beneath every coward is actually a child that wants to feel safe. So people only bully or act in mean ways when they're trying to protect themselves. And people usually try to protect themselves because of inner child wounds. Everything comes from a source. And a lot of our sources are childhood. There could be things that have happened to us later in life, but a lot of these things develop in childhood. So that is just a note to be conscious of. But I do feel for the most part, you guys will have a very divine love and a lot of harmony and alignment because of the Ten of Cups. So there might be moments of time where sharp words might be interacted, or you might see them as an aggressive person in their field. But overall, it is just something that you both probably need to work on, getting past any past hurts for this to come your way, and just feel very blessed during it, okay? Let's go ahead and move on. So we get the llama, endurance. So I definitely see that this person obviously has a lot of endurance in their field, in their career, because they're like the top of their career. And this is also showing me that a slow and steady effort would be what starts this relationship. It's a love that builds through consistency of talking, of getting to know each other, okay? And the llama is actually known for its ability to carry very heavy loads over a very long distance, which symbolizes that endurance, that patience, that steady progress. So I see that definitely in their career because we got the Queen of Pentacles, but I also see that that's how they will approach this relationship. They always approach relationships, business, things in their life with that energy. So even when the path seems hard or tough, they're going to be patient, resilient, and this card is really showing that they can carry a lot of burdens, and this might be even your energy. So stay patient, keep moving forward, and even if things get tough sometimes and certain energies come out, you can get through it. Your endurance will lead you to this divine love that you want. All right, let's move on to the last card. We're getting the elk, which is strength. Okay, very in alignment with everything else that we have pulled here. So I've definitely said that they're a strong person. They have probably gone through a lot to get to where they are in life now. Okay, I definitely see that they endure and they are strong. And both of these animals have a similar build as well. So what I'm seeing with the elk is they have strength, but also grace. Because look at the way that this elk actually looks very gentle, even though you know that they're ready to get down and they're very strong. They are somebody that knows when to stand firm on certain things and knows when to soften. So maybe that conflict that we might be seeing in the bully card is from them trying to be strong at times. But I definitely also see that you're somebody that can come into their life and soften them. I definitely do see that. This is somebody that needs a little bit of softening, to be honest. They have put up a strong exterior for such a long time, and it's served them well, but at this time, it might be better for them to soften. And I see that you're bringing that into their life. So let's go ahead and integrate everything and have a closing message. So my closing message is definitely that this red agate that you were drawn to really shows that you're looking for somebody that is grounded, but also ignites your passion. You're drawing in a partner who really mirrors your drive, your perseverance, your strength, and your endurance. I definitely see both of you have that in different fields, different areas of life. And then the Aquarius and the Gemini really show me that this is highlighting a relationship that works off of intellectual chemistry and a friendship foundation first, okay? Because all the air signs, they're more about the mind, the connection, friendships, talking, communication. That's really what the air signs are all about. And just having balance as well. We didn't pull Libra, but obviously you can see Libra right here. And I just feel all the air signs, they have similarities, right? So the tarot really confirms that it comes from a guarded beginning, and then you have this public acknowledgement, and then once the trust is built, you really start to develop more and more, and a beautiful relationship comes about it, and you guys are also going to stay curious. Okay, so pile number one, this love that's coming towards you seems very, very mature, yet exciting all at the same time. This is somebody that admires your strength, is strong as well, and matches your intellect. This person will slowly let their walls fall down, but once they will, it's like a floodgate of emotions, passion, drive, divine love. So Spirit is really telling you to give that thanks right now. Feel grateful now, because this connection is really closer than you think. And if you don't feel like this connection is close, all you got to do is focus on the self first. Pour into yourself first. The things that you want people to do or be for you, if you give it to yourself, that's how you will magnetize it from other sources as well. So that's all that I have for you today, pile number one. I really love this reading. This is a very exciting person coming into your life. I can definitely see this blossoming very, very well for you. So if you enjoyed this reading, make sure you give me a big like down below and also comment something down below. You can simply put pile number one to claim this reading, or you can write about what resonated in this reading for you or what you're excited about in this reading. I love to see your comments. That's my favorite thing about the channel. And of course, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to this channel. I post new pick a card tarot readings just like this one every single week. So until next time, bye, pile one. Hi, my lovely pal twos. If you chose the yellow jade and the Virgo sign, this is going to be your reading. Let's go ahead and get started with the tarot cards that we got for you. There's somebody that cares a lot about, we're getting death, the Nine of Swords, the Chariot, we're getting the Knight of Cups, Six of Pentacles, and the Universe, which is also considered the world in this tarot deck. So let's go ahead and get started with the yellow jade and the Virgo sign. If you're feeling connected to those, the yellow jade is talking about joy, confidence, and prosperity. So you might be feeling very joyful, confident when this person comes into your life, or they might be making you feel that way. This person that's coming towards you with these two energies, we're going to start here, is going to be somebody that's radiating a lot of warmth, confidence, and emotional maturity. But they also are going to have a deeply introspective side, because Virgo is an introspective sign. In the tarot, Virgos are connected to the Hermit. So this person definitely spends a lot of time alone. They're not afraid to be alone. And also the yellow jade is connected to the solar plexus chakra. So this is also connected to the zodiac signs of Leo and Sagittarius. So they might have those signs in their chart, or you might be having those signs in your chart. And of course, it could also be a Virgo. So more on the yellow jade, it suggests that they are a healer or a light bearer, which also fits with the Virgo. Virgo is considered the virgin of the zodiac, the martyr of the zodiac. They are somebody that gives and doesn't really expect anything back. So this person is also going to be somebody that uplifts other people with optimism, but they also hide their own stress under their calm exterior. But I do definitely see also with you guys is there's going to be a solar plexus awakening here. Somebody is rebuilding their confidence after a long transformation, which is hinted here by the Death card. But their love language here is going to be acts of service, encouragement, and even consistency. Virgo is a very consistent person when they want to be. They can be very regimented in their diet, in their health routines, because Virgo is naturally in the 6th house. So definitely I feel that they are bringing joy to your life, but it also feels it's an earned joy in a sense, because they have really put a lot into themselves and they will put a lot into this relationship. This feels like somebody that has faced a lot of darkness, but they have learned to find the light again. And if this is something that you're working on in your own life, they might be able to aid you in that journey. Okay, so this love is a love that feels resilient and not really naive. All right, now let's go ahead and move on to the tarot card. So death here is going to be related to Scorpio energy and water energy. This is talking about endings, change, transformation, and transition. So this is symbolizing a rebirth through ending. So this person may have recently closed a major karmic or emotional chapter, or you might have an old relationship, a toxic pattern, or just a period of isolation, or that might be something that you're coming out of when you're about to meet this person. They are not going to be the same person that they once were. So you can expect this person to have a lot of depth and self-awareness because they have been able to spend that time alone and really realize what has gone on in the past is not going to continue into their future. They're going to be very careful. They have walked through a lot of different things that have made them feel their whole life has changed. And with that type of energy, they have been transformed from the inside out. Now they're ready to have a clean emotional slate with somebody new. And this could be how you're feeling as well. You both are ready for something new after going through major changes. And the Nine of Swords here is a little bit of a heavy card. It is talking about anxiety, worries, fears, even depression and nightmares. So after this ending, they really wrestled with guilt and anxiety, even sleepless nights. You might meet them during this or just after this transition. Or this might be a transition that you're going through or just got through. So their energy carries a lot of sensitivity, but they are also going to be honest about their scars. I'm seeing two people really talk about these deeper things. I've seen some people on the phone, but I'm seeing some people in person as well. So you're both going to be able to really open up to each other. Okay, so Spirit is actually showing me somebody who might overthink and worry, but they always are trying to do the right thing. They care really deeply, even when it hurts. So this is a person that can be very there for you through your own dark night of the soul. Somebody's going through a dark night of the soul, for sure. It's either you or them, and it is heavy at first, but with the Chariot coming next, this is Cancer energy, this is water energy, and it's talking about control and willpower, success, action, victory, a journey, determination. So they were determined to get through this phase and determined to get to better waters. This could be you as well. Anything that I'm saying, it could either be coming from your energy or their energy, but this is a reading on who is coming into your life. So I am reading this mainly as their energy coming in. But the Chariot does talk about a breakthrough moment for them. They're taking control of their path again after going through such a thing like this. So they are very truly emotional person because we're getting a lot of water cards. This is water, this is water, this is water. 3 out of 6 cards, half of the pull here is water. So I definitely do think that they deal with their emotions mainly by themselves. But this card does start to mark a momentum. They're actively going to be moving towards healing, towards you, and they're ready for progress. So honestly, even though they come off as a stoic person and they're also able to get deep with you, they do crave that emotional safety and belonging because this is a Cancer related card. Cancer is represented by the crab. So the crab has a hard exterior, but it's soft inside. That's exactly what I'm seeing. And a lot of times astrologers and people will compare Cancer with Virgo, and they're a very good match because they are similar, to be honest. They both have that really nurturing, caring personality, especially towards the people that they love, but they don't always ask for the equal amount of help that they give out. So that's definitely what I'm seeing here. So after this darkness and this doubt, I really feel they decided to lead with that courage. And this is why I felt it was that love that just feels earned after a hard time. So with the Knight of Cups coming next, it's really showing romantic pursuit starts to begin. They will likely express their affection for you very openly through texts or compliments, inviting you out. The Knight of Cups can have this proposal, romantic, poetic charm to them. So they are depicted sometimes with holding roses or flowers, gifts, chocolates. So I could definitely see that for you as well. Traditionally, this card is related to both fire and water energy. And it is talking about creativity, romance, charm, imagination, beauty, and again, a proposal. So I could definitely even see this relationship leading all the way to proposal and engagement. And then with the Six of Pentacles coming next, this is really talking about, so this person does prefer a sincere connection over casual flings. I'm definitely seeing that. This person is emotionally intelligent. So they're going to be careful when they're coming towards you, and they're going to make sure that this is something that they want to pursue. This isn't somebody that's just going to talk about love. They will show it through their gentle persistence. They are going to be persistent. Moving on to the Six of Pentacles, it really represents balance in giving and receiving. It also talks about sharing wealth, generosity, and charity. This is Moon in Taurus energy. The moon loves to be in Taurus, it's exalted there. So this person is very, very emotionally stable. This person really wants an equal partnership. They're not wanting savior dynamics, even though I told you that you guys both will be able to talk about your scars openly. They're there for you. but they're not necessarily there to save you. Even though Virgo tends to be the martyr. So if you were going through a really difficult time, they might step in and save you. But it seems like they have gone through that so many times in their life, because that is the archetype of Virgo, that they're not necessarily wanting that. They're wanting an equal partnership. So you may help them heal trust issues, but they also would expect you to try to heal your own issues with their help. So you guys are both there for each other, walking alongside each other, but not fixing each other's problems. So this love will end up thriving when you both give equally. The cards are really telling me this is about mutual care, mutual love, mutual effort. I don't see that there is an imbalance in this relationship. I feel you guys have both wanted to get away from that. Maybe that has been relationships in the past for you both. That's over now, and you guys want something more equal. And moving on to the last card, we have the universe, which is the world. This final card signals completion, alignment, and destiny fulfilled. This is Saturn and Earth energy. This is talking about accomplishment after a long journey. This is talking about travel and success, even reward and joy. So after all of this, because it's not an easy journey, either for you or for them with these two first cards, but I see that this really picks up into a positive place. So this person is going to be a well-balanced person. So I definitely see that this connection really helps close out any old cycles for the both of you. It is feeling like there was some karmic stuff in the beginning. Maybe not between you two, but you both are dealing with something. But this is going to be a stabilizing force in your life as well, and it's not feeling chaotic at all. So the universe is really confirming that you and this person meet at a perfect time in your lives. This intersection between healing and being ready. Sometimes I pull cards and it seems like both people are really ready, done the healing on their own. But for this one, I definitely see that maybe both of you still need a little bit of healing to do, but you magnetize each other into your lives, and you can finish out that healing with the aid of each other. So if I were to describe this tarot in a couple of words for each card, it's having a death and rebirth moment, having anxiety over this, gaining control over it, and then building romance, finding balance between you two, and then feeling complete at the end of it. So this is really a love story that moves from loss and fear to confidence and fulfillment. So it's a really beautiful love arc. They are the embodiment of somebody that can transform and rebirth. Somebody whose past pain sculpted their current emotional wisdom. This is a person that, again, is very well balanced. Somebody that may be doing really well emotionally, physically, mentally, materially. All right? And then let's move on to the next card. This is the back of the card. It just feels like a lot of loving energy. It says, "My beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united. For love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing." What this is giving me, I'm going to cover this card a little bit, is telling me that you guys have worked on yourselves so much that you almost sense each other, you almost feel each other, you're wishing for each other, the love in this life that you guys both want. It feels like it's already within your soul, but you have not magnetized each other yet. So this card is just telling me here that this is a spiritual bond, that you've maybe known each other in past lives before, or possibly soulmates who connect again. You might have connected through dreams before meeting online or telepathically first. So this love is a really, also I can see with the space and time, maybe it's a long distance relationship. I can really see that there's a destiny theme here because of the universe and the space and time. So I definitely see that you guys made some type of soul contract before you actually meet. You know that you're gonna meet and they're gonna feel very familiar. So even before you meet in person, I feel like your souls already recognize each other from the soul contract. The universe will be orchestrating the divine timing for this. So we can't rush divine time. So just stay patient and know that you're always together spiritually. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next cards. We're getting the Sun, self-express, and embodied truth. That is a really beautiful card. I'm gonna put it under. Just remember that it was the Sun. Maybe I'll move this here. All right, so what I'm seeing with the Sun is they are somebody that illuminates their self-expression and truth. They are somebody that really lives authentically after shedding all these false identities or these past toxic things. So the Sun could also mean they have Leo in their chart, or you might have Leo in your chart. Let's go ahead and move on. It says Aries act, number 1 here, if that's important to you. Very fiery energy. We have Leo energy here, and we also have Mars energy here. Both are fire signs. So maybe you guys bring out the passion and fire in each other as well. I can see that. So I definitely also see, though, that they will take initiative. This is a go-getter who will approach you fiercely once they're sure. Once their soul recognizes you, they will definitely be able to pursue you and want to pursue you. So let's go ahead and move on to the next card. Faith, Vesta, number 59. This is a earthy looking card right here. So they're also grounded, fiery and grounded. They might be primarily earth and fire signs, or that might be you as well. This indicates a spiritual devotion and emotional purity as well. They guard love as sacred, not casual. Virgo is not somebody that just jumps from relationship to relationship. They don't need a relationship. Again, remember Virgo is connected to the Hermit card in the tarot. They're okay with being alone. They want to make sure it's the right person. And also with this particular poll right now, I'm seeing that they have been waiting for somebody to activate their passion. They might have not felt passionate about people that they've met or talked to in the past, but they are looking for somebody that brings that out in them because they seem to be quite a cool, grounded character. So let's go ahead and move on. Ooh, we're getting God. I'm going to read both and then explain. So light attributes say benevolence and compassion, recognizing the eternal force within yourself and others. Shadow attributes say despotism and cruelty, using power to control people. Let's talk about this. With this God card, I'm really sensing actually that they're actually a hero because this card and this archetype is related to also the hero or Adonis. So they exude a really magnetic, masculine energy. That means they have presence, physicality, and confidence. But this is also showing how they use that power. I'm getting a vision. I'm going to explain it. So Virgos, they are also represented by the 6th house. That's where they naturally lay. So this person could be very fit. They could be very clean freaks in their space, in their diet. So they seem to be somebody that can attract a lot of people. Not only are they givers, they give freely to people. They love to help people, but they might be also physically fit. So they literally might have that Greek god look, and that's going to attract a lot of people. So maybe in the past, maybe in their youth, when they were in this hurt period, they might have not handled love or their power very morally, could be. But I definitely think that where they are in their life now, that they still exhibit all those things. They're physically strong, clean, but watch out for any shadow attributes. So for example, they might have once used their charm to gain admiration or even manipulate without true vulnerability. But they're past that. I really sense that they're past that. They're not looking for that energy in their life anymore because it's empty, it's vapid. They're looking for something that is actually more fulfilling, more full. But I do have to touch upon that because we did pull that card. I definitely could see that too. They are somebody that has a lot of action in their energy. So I really wouldn't be surprised if they are very physically fit. I'm actually seeing literally a Greek god looking figure. Yeah, taking care of themselves. They nurture others, but they also nurture themselves. So I definitely see that a lot of people look up to them as well with this God card. They see them as a humble person, as a fit person, as somebody that has really their stuff together and can deal with their own stuff on their own, which makes them a stoic person. They seem to be a very naturally born leader, an honorable person. The light is telling me that this person can channel that power into protection, into generosity, and into leadership and love. And I think that's the phase that they're in right now. So Spirit is reminding you to watch out for those things. See if they will rule from their ego or from a heart-centered devotional place. And you will be able to tell. You'll be able to recognize the evolved version of themselves. And everyone has a past. Everyone has a younger, more naive and dumb self to them. So I definitely can see that they might have used a little bit of that charm, that physicality and confidence in the past to test the waters. But like I said earlier, before we pulled this card, that they haven't really met somebody that really sparked that passion in them that they really wanted to pursue. So they might have messed around and talked to people, but not really got serious. But now they're looking for serious. They have a lot of power. This person has a lot of power. Let's go ahead and move on. We're getting the hawk vision. This is a watcher type of person. I definitely see that, again, with this Greek god vision that I'm seeing right now. They have a lot of options. This is not a person that is lacking any options. So with the hawk, I feel like they see all their options. They know, and they can see from a higher perspective as well. This is a person that perceives love with clarity. They know what they've done in the past is not true love. They know that they're looking for love. They're going to be guided by their intuition, not by impulse. Even though we got Aries here and act, they will act towards only what they actually feel passionate about. They have learned to rise above any drama, any negative toxic stuff that I might be seeing, and recognize what truly matters, what they're truly passionate about, what they truly want to pursue. That's the phase of life that they're currently in. So let's go ahead and move on. We're getting the Horus journey, yes, and Saturn's back here. So they've definitely been through a journey, and they might have gone through their Saturn return or are currently going through it, which is the ages about 27 to 29. You really got to see in your individual chart, it's when Saturn is back in the sign of where it was in your birth chart. So let's just use Virgo. If your Saturn is in Virgo when you were born, see the period of time when it's going to be in Virgo again. So 27 to 29 years. So they've definitely been through that journey. They know what they want after going through that. And this is also a symbol of movement, of freedom. This is somebody that wants freedom. Maybe in the past, they have not really felt free in relationships and who they've pursued. It might have been really toxic, a toxic past, honestly. And this connection really is starting to, oh, I just got a whole download. Again, with this person going through this journey and looking for love, while they're looking for love and nothing really sparking that, they might have just ended connections quite abruptly, and they don't want to hurt anyone. They don't want to get hurt either, because karma always comes around. So there might have been times where they got what they received, and now they're a lot more careful about what they put out into the world and what they're trying to get into their own life. So honestly, I don't feel like they're rushing to reach any type of finish line. They really want to savor the adventure of building something real with somebody. The journey of mutual growth this time, not instant gratification like potentially in the past. And I know that's a lot, but that's just what I'm seeing. I'm seeing entire storylines right now. I'm seeing, again, that Greek god body. Just can't let that go, but that's what I'm seeing. And together, these two symbols are really showing me that there's going to be movement towards a destiny through spiritual maturity and a higher insight, rather than whatever they were just going through the motions before. Let's go ahead and try to integrate all of this. Again, with the yellow jade, this is showing optimism, and the sun is really illuminating that to confirm. This love is feeling very joyful after a dark period. Both of you are stepping into self-worth, because remember, this is connected to the solar plexus, which is our confidence chakra, where we shine our light. So you are attracting somebody who mirrors your healed energy. So the more you heal, the more you'll be able to attract somebody that is healed. Death and the universe is really showing me a total transformation. It's the end of lonely lessons and a start to enlightened companionship. So pile 2, who is coming towards you in love? That is going to be somebody who is reborn as somebody confident, wise, and devoted. They want to move towards you with courage and faith. They're ready to share a joy that feels aligned with them and another person. So that's actually all I have for you today, pile 2. If you enjoyed this reading, make sure you give me a big like down below, and also comment that you claim this reading by telling me that you chose pile 2. You can tell me what you liked the most in this reading or what resonated in this reading for you. I'd love to see your comments. It's my favorite thing on the channel. And of course, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I post new pick a card tarot readings just like this one every single week. So until next time, bye, pile 2. Hi, pile 3. If you chose the green Aventurine and Aquarius, this is going to be your reading. Let's go ahead and get started with the tarot cards. All right, we're getting the Conqueror of Coins. We're getting the Moon, the Ruler of Swords, the Sun, Five of Swords, and the Anchor. This tarot obviously has different names, but I'll go through them when I analyze the tarot. We're going to get started with the green Aventurine and Aquarius, and why you might have been attracted to these. The green Aventurine and Aquarius frequency is telling me that this person carries a really fresh, dark aura. This is somebody that is reinventing themselves emotionally after lessons, especially lessons in vulnerability, because Aquarius is always going to need lessons in vulnerability and connection with other people. They can be a very friendly person, but when it comes to emotions, they more think about it in logical ways and try to intellectualize their emotions. That's all Aquarius. So interestingly enough, 3 out of 4 piles got Aquarius. I definitely have to touch on the Aquarius energy. The green Aventurine is also connected with luck, growth, and optimism. No matter what they go through, they always have this air of luck and growth and optimism. No matter what they're going through, they're always going to stay optimistic. This stone is really good for heart healing as well, emotional healing. It is connected to Taurus and Virgo energy and connected to the heart chakra. The person that you're attracting in love is going to be curious, optimistic, and open to love again. Aquarius adds a layer of intellectual independence and progressive thinking. They may approach love as friendship first or through shared ideals. It doesn't seem like they're a person that crushes very easily. They have to develop that friendship first, have to really get to know your mind first before even feeling anything towards you, to be honest. The person that is coming towards you feels a breath of fresh air, a spring after winter moment. They are emotionally intelligent, quietly determined, and ready to love in a freer, wiser way. Let's go ahead and get started. The Conqueror of Coins in this is related to the Knight of Pentacles, okay? The Knight of Pentacles is going to be a very patient knight, a very methodical knight, and has a lot of loyal energy. The Conqueror of Coins is related to Leo and Virgo energy. It's a very hardworking knight, a productive knight that loves routine and conservatism. This person is somebody that's going to be moving slowly but intentionally. They build their trust through consistency, slow and steady. They might be somebody that's focused on their career or rebuilding their finances or building more of a nest egg. They put love in the back burner for now, but they're now wanting to look and seek for love. They want to offer stability before romance. The type that I see on the table right now, the Knight of Pentacles, that is going to be somebody that is not necessarily the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is going to come in hot and heavy with passion and romance. But the Knight of Pentacles is somebody that wants to build something for the future. Build your future. Work hard for you. Their love language is reliability and stability. Action over promises. Romance. You might not think that this person is romantic off the bat. You might seem like this person is really straight edge, is what I'm seeing. That's not necessarily a bad thing. This is somebody you can rely on. Okay, moving on to the moon. The moon in the tarot is related to Pisces energy, but the moon in astrology is related to Cancer energy. Regardless, it's water energy. And the moon is talking about hidden emotions or uncertainty. It can talk about illusions, fears, anxiety, the subconscious mind, intuition, dreams, crisis. Sometimes we think the moon seems a positive thing, but sometimes it could have a little bit of a darker trait. What this is showing me is they have recently been navigating confusion, possibly in the love area of life, possibly healing from the past love, or learning to trust their intuition again after a bad experience in love. The moon and Aquarius energy here is really a mix of suggesting somebody that is analytical, yet emotionally complex and not really knowing how to fully deal with their emotions. They really need that clarity before revealing their heart. They, again, might come off as a straight edge or even cold, closed off at first. They might even appear as very calm or even detached because Aquarius is very detached, honestly. It might seem that they're zoned out at times, but their emotions run really, really deep beneath the surface. Let's go ahead and move on to the Ruler of Swords, which in traditional tarot decks is actually the King of Swords. The King of Swords is a very strategic, articulate, and discerning king. The King of Swords is related to Capricorn and Aquarius energy. A lot of Aquarius on the table right now. But with this King of Swords, it's really showing me that they have a lot of mental clarity, intellectual power, a lot of authority in their energy, and they're truthful. Even though they might hide their emotions, when they're speaking to you and telling you things, they're going to be truthful. If you confront them about certain things, they will tell you how they're feeling. This is also telling me, though, that they are a thinker before they are a feeler, approaching even love logically. I told you they will analyze their emotions logically before really feeling into them, but they will also approach emotional areas of life this way. Relationships, love, everything is going to be in a logical sense. Things have to check out for them to move forward, meaning that they can't go off love. Love is not enough. The feeling of love is not enough. They have to see, do you guys work well together intellectually? Do you match? Can you talk about things? Can you have mental stimulation with each other? Things like that. With all this air on the table right now, it's showing me that it could be any of the air signs in your chart or their chart. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Expect a lot of meaningful conversations, honesty, and a partner who respects that mental connection. They might even see all these things as foreplay. It's not going to be a physical attraction. This is also a person that I could see that picks somebody and cares about somebody that is more going to mentally stimulate them than physically stimulate them. They might like personality and intelligence more than looks. They could be sapiosexual, which means that you're attracted to intelligence more than looks. They might not have a type looks-wise. They're more interested in intelligence, or that might be your energy. And I love the Sun for a love reading because the Sun is one of the most positive cards in the entire tarot. The Sun is Sun and fire energy, of course. So this is related to Leo. It's talking about positivity, fun, warmth, success, vitality, and good health, and even going on a holiday. The Sun is a lot of warm energy coming in your way. This person, when they meet you, even though they might come off as calm, cool, collected, and guarded even, their heart is going to start awakening because you bring out something in them. You bring out their inner light. After all this confusion with the moon, the Sun coming after the moon is really showing me that it's light coming back into their lives. You're definitely a person that's going to be reminding them that love can be safe and fun. Maybe past experiences show them that love is a burden or not safe, not fun. But when you come into their life, I definitely see that they're going to be reawakened to the fact that it can be fun, it can be safe. Five of Swords coming next. This is showing me that they are dealing with a small internal battle, maybe a fear of vulnerability, or even self-sabotage. They might pull away at times because they're not sure if they should stay defensive or should they let love win. Let the guard down, let love win. They have learned that winning at all cost, which is what this card is talking about, control and ego, leaves them to be a lonely person. Fighting, trying to win at all costs, trying to preserve their ego, trying to preserve their heart, actually ends up leaving them lonely. This relationship is going to inspire them and help them choose peace over pride. Traditionally, this card is Venus in Aquarius energy. A lot of Aquarius here because this is also Capricorn in Aquarius. And then we obviously rolled Aquarius. Typically, this card talks about conflict and disagreement, competition, defeat, and winning at all costs. That's why I was telling you that in the past, potentially, they might have put their guard up to the point where people leave their life, because when you have your guard all the way up and you don't want to give anyone anything, you don't want to connect with people, then people are going to go towards warmer people. And since you have all this warmth in your energy, I feel like you're really going to soften that for them, and they're going to be reborn as somebody that can give. And then we have the Anchor, and that is the Emperor. The Emperor is fire energy related to Aries. They might have Aries in their chart, or you might have Aries. This is really showing me a symbol of security, stability, and a long-term relationship, long-term grounding. So this confirms that their intention. Once they are committed, they will stay. This person is not a wanderer. Aquarius isn't typically a wanderer jumping from relationship to relationship type of energy. They're looking to anchor their energy and their heart with somebody that feels like home. They haven't found the home yet, and maybe that's why they've been acting hot and cold with other people. But for you, I definitely see that this love that you're magnetizing into your life and who is coming towards you is going to be somebody that can really open up to specifically you. You're their soft spot. If I were to summarize all these tarot cards in a couple words, I would say that it is a slow build that brings a bit of uncertainty, which will bring out clarity over time and joy. They'll have inner conflict for a moment, but once they resolve that, they will commit. That's what I'm seeing. So this is a love that matures through time, honesty, and grounded affection. That is going to take time. This is somebody that's going to need time, because also the ruler of Aquarius is Saturn, and Saturn is the ruler of time. It's not going to be quick. Move on to our love oracle. This is the image. As you can see, they're touching foreheads, and she's a lot more fiery. Do you see this? That's relating to the sun energy. Reading off of intuition, right? And my intuition is telling me the sun card was actually you and what you're bringing into their life. They seem to have that passion more to the chest. They keep their cards close to the chest. They keep their passion and emotions close to the chest. Ooh, romance. Cupid's arrow strikes. I'm telling you, they're not going to be able to hold that cool, calm, collected energy with you, because they're almost feeling like a fool around you. They finally are able to let down their guard around you, which is a very beautiful thing to see. There is also this mutual recognition, a clicking moment when it's you two. This is also showing me that this love is entering unexpectedly. If you know the story of Cupid, it's this little baby with an arrow. It's hiding and it's shooting people with this love arrow when they least expect it. When you least expect it, this person is going to come into your life. It's a sudden spark after a long period of maybe loneliness or stillness. It's proof that the universe rewards patience. Okay, stay patient. Keep working on yourself. Keep feeding into yourself, because that's how you're going to add more love and joy into your life, and then how you're going to magnetize more love and joy into your life as well. Move on, the astrology cards. House 12, Pisces energy again. And it says spirituality, transcendent, karma, sacrificial service, and healing. 12th house is related to Pisces, and the moon is related to Pisces. I'm going to put the card under here, but we know that it's the 12th house. So what this is really showing me is this could be a healing connection, and karmic as well. Karmic doesn't mean bad. Karmic could be good too. You might meet through spirituality, dreams, or even emotionally surrendering, going through a hard period of time and transcending that hard period of time, and then meeting after that, or even during. It really depends. You guys could be healing together as well. Let's go ahead and move on. We have the sun, source, number 18, if that is significant to you. You can meet them in 18 days, 18 months. 1 + 8 is 9, maybe even 9 weeks, 9 months, or if any of those numbers are significant to you. It seems that actually going to be, double sun. You guys really mirror each other. You guys are going to be able to show each other your authentic light. Both of you help each other step out of the shadow, step out of the moon energy. Both of you have gone through some difficult things in the past, and you're both learning to soften and show your light again. And once you heal more individually, that's when I really see that you guys would be magnetizing each other into your lives. Let's go ahead and move on. We're getting yin, receive, number 46. If that is significant to you. 4 + 6 is 10, is 1. Also, pouring into yourself with the number 1 is telling me that you need to think about yourself as well. Yin is talking about feminine energy, divine feminine principle. This is talking about things like receptivity, softness, and emotional flow. If you don't have that receptivity, softness, emotional flow in your life right now, it is probably because you need to do some healing. The number one came up for me. I felt like both individuals need to work on themselves to have that yin energy back into your lives. Because when we are feeling on guard, all of us, doesn't matter if you're male or female, go into a protective mode, which is more defensive, which is typically more masculine. That receptivity and softness comes from feeling safe. So you have to work on feeling safe and feeling safe to receive, both of you. This is also could be saying that spirit is trying to encourage you to receive rather than chase. So maybe you have been chasing love in the past, but this love will actually find you when your heart is open, not when you're searching for it. So once you feel fulfilled within yourself, which you can do a lot of things to fulfill yourself, right? So do your hobbies that you enjoy. It doesn't have to actually be productive. A lot of people want to do only things that are productive and going to help them. But even meditation is going to be something that can help. So some people say that they don't have time for meditation. And those are the people that need meditation the most. It could also even be talking about developing a new skill to pour into yourself so your vessel is ready to receive more. Pouring into yourself is always going to be the solution. So when you're too focused on the other, which is the 7th house, a good remedy for that is focusing on the 1st house, which is the self. The number 1 is coming up again and again with the 4 plus 6 equals 10 equals 1. It's really telling me that you need to pour into yourself before this love comes into your life, because you are going to be mirroring each other on some levels. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on. We have the Fool. Okay, I'm going to read both attributes and then explain. The light attribute says, fearlessly revealing emotion, helping people laugh at absurdity or hypocrisy. The shadow is saying, using humor to wound rather than liberate, denial of your emotional truth. Do you see how this person is wearing a mask of happiness, but under they're sad? So both of you need to watch out for that. So if you're feeling you need a moment, it's okay to take a moment. It's interesting that I made a comment about people that need to meditate. The most are the people that say they don't have time for meditation. So maybe that's you. Maybe that was a message for you. Maybe it's a message for them. But relaxing, receiving even divine energy is going to be very important for the both of you. With this card, the Fool, it's telling me that they are a humorous person and even might use humor to heal. They might be somebody that uses humor and wit to disarm the pain that they might be feeling. They might hide a lot of depth behind charm or jokes, testing whether it's safe to be serious by being funny first. But in the shadow of this, the Fool can mock people or even deflect emotions. Watch out for that in yourself or the other. In the light, this person is going to teach joy through playfulness, because joking around is a way to be playful, add more joy in life. It could be both of those things. But definitely you'll know it's them because they can make you laugh and think, because this is an intellectual person, and being funny is intelligence. To create jokes on the whim and make a whole room laugh is a form of intelligence. Their humor really carries wisdom disguised as a simple thing, but it takes a lot to be funny. You have to be quite smart. Funniness is related to mercurial energy, and Mercury is the mind. Mercury rules over Virgo and Gemini. This Fool energy is making me feel they are intelligent as well, not just a fool. Let's go ahead and move on. We're getting the Badger, determination. There's no number on this card. I thought it was a number. But yeah, this is really showing me that they are determined in everything that they do, including love. If they like somebody, if they actually feel something towards somebody, they're going to be chasing them. They are fiercely persistent. This is a person that can fight for love persistently. This echoes the Conqueror of Coins, which we did cover, but it really shows that they are really steady and resilient. The Badger is a animal that is known for its fierce determination. It's very resilient. It embodies tenacity, strength, and the will to fight. The Badgers can be really relentless in their pursuits. They're not really afraid to dig deep and face challenges head on. I definitely see that if they feel determined about you, they're not going to give up. They're going to be very persistent and strong towards approaching you, pursuing you, and achieving a relationship with you. It's almost a relentless energy coming off the cards. All right, let's go ahead and move on. We're getting the Weasel, stealth. This person might be somebody that actually observes you for a while first before even making a move. Stealthy about it because they want to make sure that you actually are somebody that's catching their eye. For this person, you need to do a lot to catch their eye. It can't be physical looks. They want to know that you have the same humor, the same intellect, that you can mentally stimulate each other as well. With the Weasel, I feel they're very observant. Might even be discreet, not to creep you out. It's not a creepy energy, but they might have been watching you from afar at first, gauging when and where to make a move. This is that Page of Swords energy, because they don't want to act prematurely or immaturely. They want to approach you very carefully And once they sense safety or even interest, then that's when they're going to commit fully. Together, these two are really illustrating strategic endurance. The seems of love that's coming towards you is going to be very patient, perceptive, and even protective rather than impulsive. It's slow and enduring. All right, what I'm really seeing for this pile is with the green aventurine, it's showing me that this is a lucky love coming into your life. That you're going to both feel lucky to have met each other. With house 12, it's really showing me that it might be a transcendental relationship that's really divinely timed as well. This love is also going to begin subtly and slow, but it's going to prove itself to be enduring. With the double sun that we got, and also the anchor, it's really showing me emotional stability through joy, through connection, through mental stimulation. This is a person that's going to be able to bring humor, honesty, and even loyalty, quiet loyalty. This connection feels it's both healing and refreshing. Pile 3, the one that's coming towards you in love is somebody that is coming towards you after they have calmed the chaos. It's going to be a witty person, a thoughtful person, one that has learned to love with both of their head and their heart. Somebody that thinks logically, but also wants to start opening up vulnerability and emotions. I encourage you to stay open, stay kind, stay hopeful. And that's all I have for you today, pile number 3. If you like this video, give me a big like down below. And also comment pile 3 to claim this reading. And tell me what you liked the most about this particular reading or what resonated the most for you in this reading. I love to see your comments. It's my favorite thing about the channel. And of course, if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. I post new pick a card tarot readings just like this one every single week. I hope to see you again. Until next time, bye, pile 3. Hi, pile 4. If you chose the Amethyst stone and Aquarius, this is going to be your reading. Let's go ahead and pull the tarot. We're getting the Chariot, 10 of Swords, 6 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, King of Swords, and the King of Pentacles. This is a really exciting reading. Before we get into the tarot, let's go ahead and talk about the stone and Aquarius that you might have been drawn to. The Amethyst stone really talks about intuition, protection, and tranquility. You might be feeling those energies when this person comes into your life, or this person might be enhancing those things in your life when they come in. The stone is connected to Aquarius and Pisces energy, the third eye, and the crown chakras. So they might have Aquarius or Pisces in the chart, or you might have Aquarius or Pisces in your chart. With these two things that I want to talk about first, the opening energy of the crystal and the vibe, I really see that this person that's coming into your life is going to be vibrating with a higher mind. This is somebody that is awakened spiritually and has gone through some recent trials to become who they are today. Amethyst infuses a calm energy and divine protection. Again, also it is connected to intuition. I feel this person has really learned that peace is their power. The Aquarius portion really adds a level of detachment and a visionary focus to this person's energy. They really observe before they attach to anybody. You're really attracting a soul that is wise beyond their years. This is somebody that's going to be a lot more mature than their age. This is somebody who is going to be choosing stillness and really hides how strong they actually are. This person has hidden strength underneath everything because the amethyst is a really serene and spiritual stone. It calms your mind and nurtures emotional balance. This person is able to do that for themselves, 222 on the clock, and this person might even be adding that to your life when they come in, okay? It really enhances spiritual awareness, making this stone really an excellent companion for meditation, reflection, and dream work. This is something that maybe they have done. They might meditate, they might reflect a lot, they might even do dream work, or they might encourage you to do that, or you might already be doing that. Amethyst is also a very protective energy, protective stone. It helps clear out any negative, relieve stress, and even promote a restful sleep. All of these things might be added into your life when this person comes in, and that might be why you were attracted to Amethyst and Aquarius. Let's go ahead and go into the tarot storyline. Starting off with a bang, we're getting the Chariot, which is Cancer energy. This is talking about control and willpower, determination, victory, action, success, very positive things, very positive card. This is talking about movement after a struggle. They might have gone through a struggle recently, but they're determined to keep on moving. They're going to always be a type of person that regains control over their life and their emotions. They're not somebody that's going to give up easily. It doesn't matter what they're facing. This represents a really disciplined warrior energy, determined to succeed in life, love, business, all on their own terms. This is a person that has really their head, their logic, and their heart and emotions. They're ready to steer forward towards a love that feels emotionally victorious. With the Ten of Swords next, it's a bit of a heavy card. This is talking about Mercury and Virgo energy, which means that they can have a little bit of that feeling of a painful ending, even deep wounds, betrayal, loss, or crisis. They were able to get through that though. Regardless, it doesn't matter. They might have gone through something that literally almost broke them, but the truth is they know that the worst is already behind them. Now they know that the only thing left for them is to be renewed, rebirthed, keep healing. The spirit that I'm seeing here is a survivor, is a warrior. This is somebody that knows what pain feels like, and they won't let this pain repeat. They won't let this pain keep bringing them down. Moving on to the Six of Pentacles. This is talking about giving and receiving, sharing wealth, generosity, and charity. It's showing that they're learning to be in relationships that both give and receive equally. Love equally. No overgiving, no control. They might have just gone through a period of time where they were overgiving or had somebody controlling them or even been controlling themselves, but they are past that. They know that in their next relationship, possibly with you, is about fairness, give and take, and not sacrifice, not overgiving, not controlling. This is what I see coming towards you in love. With the Ace of Pentacles coming next, the universe is offering you a tangible new beginning. Because the Ace of Pentacles is earth energy, which is tangible things. Typically, this card talks about a new financial or career opportunity, but since this is a love reading, I'm seeing this as a physical manifestation of something. Because this card also does talk about manifestation and abundance. So you can manifest love and you can manifest abundance of a feeling of love as well. Both of you seem to be trying to manifest a love that gives and receives, because both of you might have been in a relationship before where you're giving too much. Maybe both of you might have been through betrayal or even burnout from a relationship, painful separations. But you're both ready to have something that is grounded. Because actually, going back really quick, the Six of Pentacles is Moon in Taurus. That's what it represents. Moon loves being in Taurus. It's exalted there and it just thrives there. With the emotions being so grounded, it's a very generous person coming your way, by the way. They just want not necessarily for somebody to give exactly what they give in terms of materials, because as you can see, when this is giving and taking, this person has a lot more material, right? And giving to a lot of different people. They just want the appreciation for it. They're willing to give almost endlessly, but they want to be appreciated for it. They want to be recognized for it. Nobody wants to give. Okay, I'm getting a whole vision. Bear with me here. I'm getting a vision where it's this really kind-hearted person, this really giving person, not only material things, but quite literally their time, their effort, their emotions, even just a listening ear or a shoulder to cry on. They are a giver to their core. And it is much easier for this person to give. I'm seeing this person in situations where all they get back sometimes is just disrespect, and they're just done with that energy. They don't even necessarily snap back at this type of energy that gives them the constant disrespect. They just pull their energy away completely. Gone from the lives of people that just don't respect them, and they're done with that energy. But on another side of my vision, I'm seeing somebody that actually appreciates them, gives them just simple words of affirmation, a hug for all the things that they have given to this person, and it just gives them the motivation, the energy to keep going, to keep giving. Just be very conscious of that when you're entering into this relationship, because you're going to be meeting somebody that's very generous and giving soon. And if you don't have as much material to give back, that's not what they're looking for. Just a simple appreciation, kindness can be the payback. Literally, I've seen that this person has gone through so much that they're almost hesitant to give, but because they're a giver to their core, they will continue to give. I'm seeing the number 8 here, and it's making me think about the 8 life path. The 8 life path is all about wealth. This person can be somebody that magnetizes a ton of wealth into their life, especially with the Ace of Pentacles here and the King of Pentacles here. And they're also the King of Swords. They're not only materially abundant, they are also very intelligent, but we'll touch on that in a second. I'm seeing somebody that has a lot of finances, a lot of generosity in their spirit, which is honestly also how they're attracting all that abundance into their life. But they just want to be appreciated. I'm actually getting a little bit irked because I'm seeing somebody that's kind, loving, generous, and doesn't get that back. And that's not fair, and the universe will create fairness in the life soon. Let's go ahead and move on back to the Ace of Pentacles. This could mean that you guys manifest each other or meet each other through work, some type of grounded opportunity, or when you're having a shared project, a shared financial opportunity, career opportunity, you might, again, meet at work. I'm definitely seeing that because this is somebody that does have their finances together, is a very abundant person. They seem to be somebody that works a lot. They could have multiple jobs. Okay. It also is showing me that this is a love that grows steadily from a practical soil. Okay. And an offer that proves itself through consistency. Earth signs are very consistent. They're not fast burners. They're not emotional ups and downs. They're not all about intellectual stuff. The earth signs are slow, steady, and consistent. They might also have earth in their chart, of course, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. All right, well, let's go ahead and move on. The King of Swords is actually in the tarot represented and connected to Capricorn and Aquarius energy. Quite a lot of Aquarius on the table now with this card and the dice. This is talking about mental clarity, intellectual power, authority, and truth. This is a truthful person. This is a person that is very, very intelligent. They can think things very clearly. They have difficult situations coming into their life at times, but they are able to have the mental clarity and alone time to figure out what's going on, okay? This is a person that is also analytical, direct, and emotionally mature. This is somebody that's going to be evaluating honesty over drama. So again, like I said, a giver, and sometimes they only receive disrespect and ungratefulness back, and they don't necessarily sass back or create drama from it. They just pull their energy away. It's just that simple. You will recognize this person by their composure. They speak truth at all times. Even if it's uncomfortable, they will speak the truth. And if it becomes too much drama, they will pull the energy away. And that's how you're going to recognize this person. But they are very, very composed. Moving on to the King of Pentacles. This is actually talking about Aries and Taurus energy in the tarot, but it could also talk about the earth signs, which I've already mentioned. This is talking about wealth, business, leadership, security, discipline, and abundance, all very earthy things. This person is looking for stability and a long-term commitment. Any earth sign does not want to have a casual fling. Aquarius also, I don't see them as signs that have casual flings because they want mental stimulation and mental connection. They're not people that are only focused on looks and physicality. When two kings appear together like this, it shows that there is a mastery over the mind and material. This is a person that is a provider, but somebody that can also counsel you. Somebody that could also help you learn more. Intellectual things, it could be subjects, but it could also just be practical life things that you need. This is a person that has merged their logic and loyalty. They are ready to build something lasting. They're looking for somebody to build something lasting with. They have not got that because in this Ten of Swords, they might have been betrayed in the past. They might have some deep wounds, disrespect in the past, but they're ready for new waters. And if I were to summarize the tarot that I see here with a couple words, just telling this storyline here, they have a lot of drive. They've been through some pain. They're looking for balance. There's opportunity coming both of your way in the terms of each other. They gain clarity when they meet you, and then they're ready to commit. This is showing me a story of rising from defeat into a grounded and dependable love for the both of you. Something that has been long awaited. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Usually I will show the full image, but this one has nudity. I'm covering it up. But this is a person looking at their own reflection. I see that this person could also be somebody that looks at their part in things, reflects on things that have happened. And you might also start to reflect more when they come into your life about yourself, because this is a reflection of herself. Emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. What that's telling me is that example, that vision I was seeing, where they have been giving so much in the past, however, only were met back by some people with disrespect. That's obviously going to arise emotions in them, but they are somebody that doesn't let those emotions fully distort their feelings, and they are somebody that's not going to let those emotions, those feelings, distort their actual perception of what's going on. They are somebody that can step away and see things and get mental clarity. They might even be teaching you those things, that you need to step away sometimes and let go of resentments to see what happened in a situation. They are somebody that's also compassionate and caring, because whoever showed them disrespect in the past when they were just being giving, almost justified it for them. Almost saying maybe that person was having a hard day. Maybe it's a stressful day for them. Maybe they were just rejecting my generosity because they didn't grow up with generosity. Things like that. They really intellectualize these things and try to give people the benefit of the doubt, which is a great quality to have. However, it can be taken advantage of. And I definitely see this person as somebody that in the past has been taken advantage of because they are a giver. Let's go ahead and move on. House 5, passion, play, children, confidence, and creativity. I love that. I'm gonna cover this card a bit. Actually, I'll put it here, but it doesn't cover it. But yeah, I definitely see that this person is somebody that just goes back to the light every time, because House 5 is also Leo energy, and Leo is connected to the sun. So it doesn't matter. They will always go back to being a happy person. They have a sunny disposition. I definitely see that. They are somebody that enjoys a romantic spark. They enjoy creativity. They enjoy giving. They enjoy having that joy in their life. Giving gives them that satisfaction. They're not stingy people at all. I'm seeing somebody that's very, very giving. So there is this chemistry of playfulness. Despite having this calm exterior, they are very playful once you get to know them. They're very giving. This is a lovely person. To be quite frank, I'm seeing a very lovely energy. All right. So what else am I seeing with this house 5? Have a love and lust for life. I truly see that. They can be quite adventurous too. Let's go ahead and move on. We're getting ascendant entrance. 3 plus 5 is 8. Oh, 8 again. They are very abundant people. Remember that. Their whole life path might be 8 when maybe if you look up their life path. But yeah, they do care a lot about abundance and wealth creation on top of having all this fun. The ascendant is our rising sign. It's the entrance into the world. So I feel like this is actually telling me that they might be entering your life very boldly. You're going to be noticing their confidence, okay? If they do have Leo energy, if they do have fiery energy, and they're sending kind of personality and disposition, you're going to notice them. Let's go ahead and move on. Ooh, we have Mars motion. Definitely. 2 plus 2 is 4. So any of these numbers might be significant to you. You might be them in 22 days, 35 days. That's about a month. It could also even be for some of you longer if you're not working on your healing, because to attract love into your life, attract the 7th house. You're going to have to work on the 1st house. Yes, that's the secret. Ascendant also is the 1st house. This is also a reminder to work on yourself while you're trying to attract this person into your life. The more you work on yourself, the more you pour into yourself, the more you will be attracting somebody into your life. That is the secret. Secret, not so secret. Make sure that you are ready for this person, because this person seems a very unique person. Very giving, very sunny. A lot of people like this person. They have a lot of people around them that might want to be in a relationship with them. However, they are looking for the right one and they're very careful about it. But once they feel there is somebody that provokes that passion in them, they're going to be moving. And I'm sensing that's obviously going to be you, because it is a reading about who is coming in towards you in love. But let's go ahead and move on. We're getting sextile potential. 5 plus 3 again is 8, you guys. And then this is 3 plus 5, it's the opposite. They are definitely, they have some abundance energy. They are very, their energy screams earthy, wealth, King of Pentacles through and through energy. They see potential in you. When they see you, you might be laughing or smiling, and they're seeing you as this a flower field with butterflies. It's beautiful. Your beauty does attract them. They don't look for just beauty, because beauty has maybe stung them in the past, but they definitely see you as potential right at the moment that they see you. Right when you make your entrance, or they make their entrance, they see you and they're very attracted to you. They want to have fun and have a playful energy with you, joke around with you. They're very confident. This is a very, very confident person, giving person. This is a lovely person, truly a lovely person. I don't think I've kept saying that again and again in any of the other piles. So pile 4, you're very lucky. This is a person that, yeah, a lot of people want to befriend. If I met a person like this, I would also want to befriend them and give them the love and respect that they deserve back. Because this type of person that's on the table right now, it doesn't matter. You could try to give endlessly back to this person. They will still give you more. You need to be grateful when this person comes into your life, because there's not a lot of people like this, where they're giving, generous with their energy, their emotions, their physical stuff, their material stuff. This definitely seems like a person that is willing to literally give you the shirt off their back, the shoes off of their feet if you needed it. If you were wearing heels and you guys were out and they're wearing a very comfortable pair of shoes, at the end of the night, if you're just can't, they would literally give you the shoes off their feet and just walk barefoot. Or with their socks. They might even give you their socks. That's how giving they are. I'm definitely saying that this is a very loving person. A lot of people like them. A lot of friends are attracted to this person. Some friends might even be crushing on this person, because it's just a lovely energy. It's hard to not fall in love with this person. That's what I'm getting. All right, so let's get another card. Okay, we're getting the slave card. Let's read the attributes and then let's talk about it. Light attribute says, surrendering your power of choice to the divine with complete trust. And the shadow attribute says, giving your willpower to an external authority out of fear of making your own choices. I'm actually getting out of that is the whole giving thing, how giving they are. They might be way over giving to the point that they're slaves to people, where they're just giving. Because if we think back to the slave times, all they were doing was constantly giving, receiving very little back, 3 to 3 on the clock right now. And this is just showing that in the light attribute though, that they will surrender, maybe work on giving less, but the giving gives them satisfaction, so they probably won't. But I also, what I'm seeing out of this is maybe the tendency in past relationships or friendships even to lose themselves, because they are so giving, but that's their nature. They need to have better discernment of who to give so much to. I feel actually they have some learning to do in that field, but they are a lovely person. And this connection will actually test the both of you to serve love freely and not be enslaved by it, because you might also be a giver. You might have given a lot in your past relationships as well. And you guys deserve somebody that is both going to give and receive equally, which is again the 6 of Pentacles card, Moon and Taurus energy. I feel you guys are going to be a stable grounding force for each other, and your abundance will grow even more. with each other. When you're generous, the universe will give you more. You're going to get it back some way. All this giving that they've given, even to people that are disrespectful, back to them, is not just lost. The universe records everything. The universe will record everything and balance it out in due time. Maybe not in this lifetime even, maybe in the next lifetime. That's how things work. But the more I get into spirituality, I feel like I have to go on a riff because I'm getting such a powerful energy about this message. What I've learned is that one life, it doesn't matter if you make great changes or even incremental changes in your life. I think the main goal for anybody, everybody, whether you believe in this or not, it's good practical advice even if you don't believe in reincarnation. You want to do your best so you can have good energy poured out into the universe. You want to add to the universe. You want to be a net positive, kind, generous, caring, loving, rather than a net negative, disrespectful, uncaring, unloving. You want to put the good energy out, not so you can receive good energy back, but to generally just put good energy out for the future people, future institutions or structures, or even your future life, future incarnations. To create joy on the planet is a net positive. I've had to say that through my spiritual journey. I've realized that karma is a real force. 8 is also a karmic number, by the way, and it keeps coming up. I just feel if people just knew that just the act of trying can do a lot of good, then I feel more people would try. But a lot of people just feel a lot of this is meaningless. They're in a lost state, but they don't try. That is the message that I'm seeing. Let's go ahead and move on though. We're getting to the turkey grounding. So cute. Love that card. The turkey is telling us, calling them and you actually, to stay rooted while you're building something real, getting grounded. This could be, again, earth signs. We already talked about the earth signs a lot. This, again, is a grounded person, an abundant person, somebody that's achieving a lot on the material plane. But this also, turkeys remind me of Thanksgiving. Maybe this is a person that is also a foodie, potentially, and somebody that is grounded in that sense. They may be a good cook. And this balances the airy Aquarius detachment that we got with a couple of these Aquarius things. Of course, we got Aquarius here. This is also related to Aquarius. This connection will make you feel safe because they're able to anchor their love in this tangible world and show you with tangible things as well. The turkey is deeply connected to Earth. It symbolizes a grounding energy and being able to stay rooted. Turkeys are this creature of the land, reminding us to stay solid to our environment, to our connections, and also even stay balanced. This could also tell me that you need to stay present in the moment, root yourself, and find peace. Let's move on to the last card. I'm getting the wasp, anger. I don't have any more space here, so I'm just gonna put it in the center here. With the turkey and the wasp, it's showing me what the amethyst talks about, where serenity can be found, and also the chariot, where control is needed as well. Your peace is gonna be earned through discipline, being honest, being emotionally expressive with yourself. You can understand your emotions. And with the anger comes up when our boundaries are being crossed. There's also full moon here. At times they have a lot of emotions, or you do, and it shows this lingering, potentially resentment or protective walls. Going back to the heart card here, things that people have done to us, disrespectful things, can linger. That's what I'm seeing here. And I feel staying grounded and facing those things, facing those experiences and addressing them and just pulling away your energy when those things happen is going to help. Together, again, the turkey and the wasp just shows that it's important to stay grounded even through highly emotional times. All in all, I think that a passionate relationship is coming your way with this 5th house and this Mars, and the entrance of this person into your life is going to show you a lot of different potential. They're going to be a very grounding force in your life because I see a lot of earthy things on the deck here, on the table here as well. Pile 4. The kings show that a divine masculine energy is coming your way. A healing force is coming your way. And the Ace of Pentacles roots that in reality for you. You and this person both are going to learn that your true freedom is going to be from conscious choice, controlling your emotions, dealing with your emotions, and moving forward. Pile 4, the one that's coming towards you in love, has walked through a lot of different endings to find you, find enlightenment. They are grounded, they're wise, and they are ready to act with integrity. They have gone through things that have made them be resentful, but they're ready to move forward. And together you're going to be building a love that feels passionate and peaceful. It's going to be anchored in truth and guided by spirit. That's all I have for you today, pile number 4. What a lovely reading. What a lovely person, truly. If you enjoy this reading, make sure you give me a big like down below and a comment down below to claim this reading. You could tell me you picked pile number 4. You could tell me what you liked about this reading or what resonated for you in this reading. I love to see your comments. It's my favorite thing about the channel. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I post new pick a card tarot readings like this one every single week. I hope to see you here again next time. Until then, bye, Pal 4.